Hey guys, so today we're taking these off. We're going to do a little bit of removal and a whole new set. So I'll see you. Hello, hello, hello. I'm Kat. These are Cat's Claws. Welcome to another video. So, we're going to take these off today. They've got a little bit, it's not too bad. They're not too bad, but, well, this one is bad still. It's still healing, growing out. So I'm probably not going to do anything with that one, but I got a little bit of growth on these. And then you can also see some of the chrome is like peeling off. Which typically happens with chrome, right? So I love the color of these. These ones were the bubble nails, which don't really look like bubble nails anymore. I do love this color. This is probably one of my favorite colors. But it's time to clean them up. So what we're going to do is I'm going to do a little bit of removal. So I'm going to take the bulk off. I'm going to clean them up a bit. I'll file them down, and then we'll just do a little bit of an overlay just to fill in that little gap in the back. Okay. So I'm going to start with my I'm going to start with a ceramic bit. So these bits are really good. This one here is, it's about a medium. I don't need, too heavy of a bit to do this removal because I'm really just taking off the color, and I'm going to leave most of the gel that's actually on my nails. But one thing about ceramic bits are they don't burn, so you don't get that heat spike as much as you do with like a carbide or even the sanding band. Sometimes the sanding band can give you some can burn, right, if you go around the same area too much. But these ones are I don't know, I find them to be the most gentle on the nails, which might be counterintuitive, but it is true. So what I'm going to do with this piece is we're just going to take, like I said, I'm going to take the color off with the ceramic bit, and then we'll get into the sanding band to do a little bit more cleanup. Okay, so I'm going to switch this bit out for my mini sanding band. I love these sanding bands. I just find it's easier to get in, even though I have huge nail beds. These ones work so much better at cleaning up just around the cuticle and, your free edge and your sidewalls. You still have to season, or you still have to, make sure you sort of file down the top, otherwise you can cut yourself, right? So you still run that risk. But like, look at this. Look at this. Like, so perfect. And I just go in little circles. I go in little circles. Just cleaning up the cuticle area too. Just making sure I'm getting all that color off. So I took off most of the color. Well, I took off the color. As far as the gel, I'm keeping most of the gel on my nails so that I only have to do like a little bit of that backfill there. And then I'm also cleaning up any lifting or any just pieces that where you see it's like it's kind of peeling right from the nail, so you want to get it as clean as possible there. And these are great, these mini. I think that's a 150 grit, which is what I was using. And see, like, look, it's just so perfect. So I'm going to swap that out for my Cuticle Bit. I don't actually know what this bit is called, but you see the shape. So if you want to, if you like how it works and you want to get it, just look at the shape and then, you know, find it. And that's how, sorry, I'm sorry. Let's finish this off. Okay, so I left this in because I just wanted to show you that I do go back in with my sanding band afterwards, after I've done the cuticle work. And I just, what I'm doing here is I'm evening off the nail. So it's as if I'm doing that finish filing where you just want to make it even so there's no bumps. And if you go back and forth like this, back and forth, a little bit of circles if you find any lifting, right? Up and down is fine, but going back and forth across the nail is actually what makes it even. So this is what I do so that I don't have to do too much filing afterwards, and that when I'm doing the building goes on smoother as well. Okay, nails are ready to go. They are fully cleaned. I've sprayed them in my hands like 5 million times. That's why they're so dry, and I'm just cleaning them again, making sure there's no dust left on the nails because we're going to go into the primer. So a little bit more prep work, and then we're going to start painting our Dragon's Breath nails. We're going to use a light elegance color today. I'll show you that in a bit. But first, I'm just double checking this hand. I'm not going to bother doing today. I don't have time to do it today, so I can't do the full set on camera. So we're just going to stick with the one hand. Okay. So as usual, I use KIRSTY MEAKIN's primer. So I start with this. This is it's the best primer I've ever used, and it air dries. So you don't really have to put it on the full nail, but I do, right? She usually puts it only on the natural nail, but I cover the whole nail. So even if I have gel still on there, I just cover the whole nail. I cap all the edges with it. I let it air dry, and then we're going to move into TACK. Okay, so we're going to use Light Elegance TACK. This one you do need to cure. So I'll cure this for 2 minutes in the lamp when I'm done. But this is kind of going to act as a little bit of a base coat. I use my hands a lot. I'm just rough with my hands. So I find this is just an extra step that helps. Okay, so while that's curing, what I'm going to use, so I am going to do a base coat as well on top of that. I don't show it on camera, but I do put a base coat on just as an extra protective layer. Then I'm going to use one step and my, the brush that I'm flinging around, my number 4 flat brush by Light Elegance. This nail is still healing. So I'm not, it's really weak still. I'm not going to do anything with that for a little bit. I'm going to let it grow a bit more. I think I completely damaged my nail because even the eponychium or whatever underneath, I always used to call it a nerve. It just doesn't grow the same anymore. So I just fucked it up totally. So we're going to start with the Light Elegance one step. So at this point, just know that I did do, after I cured the TACK, I did do a base coat as well. And now we're going to go in with our first layer of the one step. So here I'm just seasoning my brush. So I'm just, you can see what I'm doing, right? And here I'm just taking the one step, which is a beautiful gel. It's probably my favorite. It's very flexible, so you can use it as a base coat. You can use it as a top coat. Wait, can you use it as a top coat? No, you can't use it as a top coat, but you can use it as a base coat. You can build with it. It self-levels. It's very easy to work with. And you can encapsulate with it. So you can do so many things with this, with one step, just FYI. So here, first layer. So I'm going to do this on all the nails. I'm going to cure them, and then we'll just do a little infill at the back, just to even everything off. Okay, so that layer's done, cured, and I'm going to go in and I'm just going to fill that little bit of regrowth there at the back. And I don't have to do too much because I didn't take a lot of the gel off, right, when I was doing the removal. So it's really just making sure that there's a nice transition from my cuticle to the rest of the gel that's still on the nails. And maybe filling in some of the, like down on my side walls, right? Because I did a lot more filing along my side walls than I did anywhere else. My nails grow down, so I know a lot of people will take that off and sort of make sure that the nail grows straight, but I like that my nails grow down. I don't know. It's just my preference. I like that they hook a bit, almost like bird claws or cat's claws. Anyways, so here I'm just taking a little dollop, right? Just pillowing it around the cuticle area. And then I'm just pulling it down the sides. And it will, like I said, this stuff does self-level. So doing that, like, just making sure that I've got my apex. Why do words sound weird to me right now? It's like I'm speaking a foreign language. Just making sure that my apex is still there, right? And the transition is nice. Okay. We're going to cure that. I'll do some filing and we'll get on to the color. So this is the color we're going to use. So Light Elegance Dragon's Breath. So this is a, as you can see, it's like a fiery orange. It's not quite orange, not quite red. It's like a little bit of both together. And then it's got the, it's glot. I'm like meshing words now. It's got a, like a shimmer, glitter kind of look to it. Right? You can see that in there as I'm stirring. So these color gels are, they're lovely. They're very easy to work with. I believe Light Elegance has changed their, they've changed their packaging. So you can't, this is one of their older packaging. See, words are fucking weird right now. But you can still find them some places, if you look. And I'll put a link actually in the description box in case you want to check out some of the places you can still find them. Okay. So we're gonna do one coat of this. This is gonna be our first step to the new set. We're gonna do 3D Dragon's Breath nails. So I'm gonna do a little bit of like 3D embellishments on them using gel. But for the actual nail, to cover the full nail, we're gonna do only Dragon's Breath. And then I'm gonna actually, that's a lie, we're gonna do a little bit of Perfect Black just on the tips of the nails, as if it's like kind of burnt, right? You get it? You get it. One thing about the color gels, they all go on a little different. This one's beautiful to work with, like you can see, barely any streaks, self levels. But you do, like especially with this one, you do want a little bit of a thicker layer to make sure that it goes on nicely. Okay, so let's finish this off and then we'll come back and we'll do the next step. Okay, so gorgeous color. We'll darken it up a bit with the next step, but that's Dragon's Breath. So we're going to cure this, and then I'm going to use Madame Glam's Perfect Black to darken up the tips of these nails. So I'm just going to put a little bit of this on my palette, and I'm going to use my little spongy that you see sitting right there. So this is like the last piece of the sponge. You can use these. I think this is like you can cut them into, I swear to God, you can cut them into like 10 pieces if you want. And all I'm going to do with this is it's on a dried, so the orange is dry, right? It's been cured. And I'm just dabbing some of that black color onto the tips of the nails. So it looks like it's a bit like it's scorched, right? Scorched. That's the word. Words sound weird to me right now. So just putting a little bit more so we can get it a little bit darker. And then we're going to finish up the scorched tips of the nails. And then we'll get into the next step. Okay, so while those are curing, I'm not going to show this part on camera, but I am going to go over them with a top coat first. So I'm going to do the Macron top coat, and then we're going to matte them before we do our 3D work. And for the 3D work, I'm going to use this, the Diamond Gel Glue. So here they are. At this point, obviously, they've been top coated, like I just top coated, shiny. Then I did the matte top coat, the KIARA Sky. And I'm going to use the diamond gel to do our 3D water droplets. That's what I was thinking originally. So all I'm going to do is, and I just love how it's got the little spout because you can sort of like squeeze out a little bubble, and then you just like you circle it until you don't get that tail anymore. And then you flash cure, move on to the next one. Okay, so let's finish that part. Okay, so that's done. So I flash cure in between, and then I did a full cure, like a full 2 minutes or 60 seconds. For the last piece, I mixed Top Secret with a little bit of One Step, and I'm just doing like a black swirl. You can see I'm sort of dropping like a circle, like I'm getting enough. I have to get enough on my liner brush so that I can like drop that swirl, and then I just pull a tail around. And I'm just going to do this on all of them. They're all going to match, and that's our 3D work. Okay, so cured for 2 minutes. So both of them are now cured. And then I'm just going to use the VENDEENI Russian no wipe top coat. And I'm going to go over all of them. I don't know. I debated leaving them matte. Maybe I should have left them matte. Looking back. But for this video, we're just going to cover them all with the no wipe top coat. Just go around everything, and then that's going to be, and we'll take a look at them when they're done. Okay, and that's those are the finished nails. So shiny. So we started with KIRSTY MEAKIN's primer, and we used Light Elegance TACK. Like I said, I did do a base coat, so I used just a GelPolish base coat. And then for the infill, of course, Light Elegance One Step is my go-to. And then for the color, we used Light Elegance Dragon's Breath, the color gel. So it's like a glitter gel from their glitter collection. I did also use the Macron top coat, as well as the KIARA Sky matte, velvet matte top coat, before we went in and did the 3D work. So Magic Armor, just the diamond glue. I used the gel glue. And then I mixed Top Secret, Madame Glam's Top Secret, with One Step to do the little swirl. And then I went over everything. I didn't show it here again, but I went over everything with the VENDEENI no wipe top coat. So yeah, looking at them again, I probably should have kept them. My dog's barking for me to go upstairs. He's like, everyone's eating. Where are you? Yeah, I should have left them matte, just looking at it again. But it is what it is. This is the set for now. Let me know what you think. I'll finish my other hand at some point. But those are the nails for this week. So there's our color. Yeah, a little bit of 3D work, new set, a little bit of backfill. And of course, I put cuticle oil on as well, right? That's why my hands look like I've dipped them in a vat of olive oil instead of looking like I was dehydrated from like a trip in the desert. So there we go. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you for stopping by. Let me know what you think. Matte or shiny? Matte or shiny? I might change them. So next week when you see my nails, they might be different. Again. Love this color. Okay, guys. I hope you have a lovely week. And I'll see you guys next time.